Welcome to Buy It on BirchStreet, the show where we highlight the best of hospitality procurement software, the people behind the solutions, and how they save you valuable money and time. Today's sponsor is BirchStreet Pay. Tired of writing checks? Worried about rampant check or credit card fraud? Want someone else to handle all of your supplier payments for you? BirchStreet Pay is the smarter way to pay. For comprehensive tools that digitize your procurement processes, increase visibility, and enhance spend control, visit birchstreetsystems.com. Click on the Solutions tab to learn more. Today's guest is Chief Financial Officer at BirchStreet Systems, Bill Smith. Welcome to Buy It on BirchStreet, Bill.
Thanks, Gareth. Happy to be here.
To begin, can you share with our listeners your professional background and what brought you to BirchStreet Systems?
Sure. If we go back far enough, I come from the investment banking and capital markets world. I spent about 8 years at a variety of investment banks, kind of learning the ropes there and the combination of corporate finance and mergers and acquisitions work that I had done there. And then switched about 20 years ago to corporate finance for technology companies. I joined a very large enterprise software company out on the West Coast and spent about 10 or 11 years there in a variety of positions, getting to know the ins and the outs of working in large enterprise software companies. And then left there upon its sale about 11 years ago and began my work as Chief Financial Officer for a variety of growth stage companies. And I've been doing that for 3 or 4 companies since then. And I really enjoy getting my arms around those kind of smaller companies and better understanding the business and customers and the rest of the team. I really thrive in these growth stage companies versus the larger companies. Just wasn't for me. In terms of BirchStreet, when I was looking around for my next challenge after having sold my prior company, I saw a great opportunity in BirchStreet. Certainly find the hospitality industry interesting, as everybody does, I think. Who doesn't like to go and travel? And I thought it'd be interesting to really get to know that business a little bit more on the inside as a vendor to those sorts of businesses. I was also attracted to the strong financial position of BirchStreet, led by our 2 leading private equity backers, Sarant and Parthenon, big names in the private equity world, and really showed their commitment to BirchStreet by investing a significant amount of money, as well as leaving a large pool of capital aside for other growth expansion opportunities should they present themselves. Also at BirchStreet, I really took a look at the product and became impressed with the industry-leading product that the company has. Product is really just so important and vital to our customers, and like to see that the product has been time and battle tested over the last 10 to 20 years and the significant amount of investment that's gone in there. Also, the team here at BirchStreet was very impressed with. It's a nice combination of people newer to the story and some industry veterans, and the deep experience a lot of folks have in the hospitality industry. It made me comfortable that I didn't come with a lot of hospitality experience, that I could rely on my colleagues for that expertise should it arise. In terms of the future, what I like about BirchStreet is just the untapped potential within our customers, mostly around the broader topic of spend management. I can see and hear about a lot of conversations our customers are having that want us to tackle other related disciplines and potential solution areas for them, given our deep expertise in the e-procurement space. So a lot of good future there.
And speaking to the future, it would be easy for our listeners to assume that you are narrowed to the scope of finances only in your role. But can we pivot now for you to share with the listeners the full expansiveness of your role and what it encapsulates?
Yeah, the CFO role has really grown at these growth stage companies over the last 10 years from what I've seen, and my role is similar here at BirchStreet, so I get involved in a bunch of different areas. Traditionally, I certainly look after the finance function here, which includes accounting, banking, and then financial analysis. Provide a lot of the analytics engine to the company if we need some more complex data analytics or manipulation. Me and my team get involved. Also currently look after human resources, getting that discipline instilled and expanded inside the company. Legal as well, so work with our outside and internal legal advisors, looking at contracts and other related issues. And then facilities. Going to be a larger job for us here as we look to expand the business and take on more permanent headquarters space here shortly. So we may have some more news along that area soon.
Indeed, it's an exciting and diverse role that you have. Now, Bill, we were just together back in June at High Tech Orlando, the 50th anniversary of High Tech, where hundreds of exhibitors and thousands of attendees gathered for the best of hospitality technology. We were one of the very rare exceptions that had a chief executive officer at the booth, a chief financial officer and yourself at the booth, a chief commercial officer and general manager of payments at the booth, along with a whole array of the sales and marketing team. Our foot traffic was incredible. We had over 40 meetings preset. Many attendees said this buzz about BirchStreet is exciting for the industry. Could you speak to more of what you originally touched upon there with the investment in the company by Sarat and Parthenon Capital and how that's impacted your role and where we're headed as a company?
So in terms of the transaction that happened here at BirchStreet at the end of 21, it wasn't so much a buyout as it was really an expansion of the investor group that's involved here. It was really a unique transaction where the original investor in here, Sarat Capital, wanted to stay involved in the company. It really wasn't a buyout in the sense that Sarat sold, but they wanted to bring in and diversify the investor base here at the company. And so it was really a selective process that was run and ended up with another big, kind of leading name in the private equity world, Parthenon Capital, coming in and investing a significant amount of money into the company. And really just an expanded vote of confidence in the business where you have a sophisticated investor come in, really kind of run through all the financials in the business and do a lot of due diligence on us. And as I say, invest a significant amount of capital in the business. And that played an important role for me in coming to the company, seeing an investor of Parthenon's caliber come in and do the transaction like they did. That gave me a lot of comfort that this is going to be an exciting place to be for the foreseeable future.
And speaking to the future, we've seen the past few years the hospitality industry completely shut down and reemerge due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And then at the same time, leisure travel outstripped business travel. We've seen a supply chain crisis, inflation, perhaps as we've never seen in our lifetimes, issues with, for example, paper prices, which have driven high demand for our invoice management solution, or even BirchStreet Pay, the smarter way to pay, today's sponsor of the program, incidentally, our #1 trending video on YouTube, and also our highest page hit on the website at birchstreetsystems.com. Bill, could you speak to the value proposition as you see it of the BirchStreet Systems software solutions?
There's a very clear value prop around time and therefore dollar savings to our customers. In terms of getting involved in deals, I hear from the customers and the salespeople that our customers are seeing clear productivity gains from instituting the solution, really just eliminating amount of time and effort spent on e-procurement and related disciplines. I think there's also a notion of compliance that's become much more important to our customers, and to have that audit trail of invoicing and payments and using our system, I think there are a lot of gains to be made in the compliance area. I think just kind of speed to procurement and speeding up our customers' decisions and action plans by using our solution is leading to better and quicker decisions by our customers. It's no wonder that we have 9 of the top 10 world's leading brands in hospitality as a result of this. It's really good to see that demonstrable value prop in there. And we can see it by the incredibly low turnover we have from our customers, that our customers are really seeing the value in the solution and resulting in how sticky our solution is amongst our customers.
I appreciate the answer, as it speaks to, as you said, the consistency of our product, the battle testing of our product as you brought out, the popularity of the product, and the adoption of the products by the top brands in the hospitality industry. Why are they using BirchStreet Systems? Why have they stayed so long with BirchStreet Systems? How much money are they really saving in valuable money and time? Well, let what Bill just said and the products speak to, in 20 years of experience in our 20th year anniversary, speak to the value and the optimization and the popularity of BirchStreet Systems. There's only brighter days ahead. Now, we only have time for one more question, Bill, but it's somewhat well known that you like electric vehicles and the environment. Share with us the compilation of the two and what brought you to this point.
I've really jumped on this e-transportation wave recently. I've purchased an EV, electric vehicle, as well as an e-bike. And it's really been transforming the way that I get around. We're finally seeing a good convergence between utility, practicality, and fun. Doing my share for the environment, but also having fun while doing it. Get out there and do a lot of trail riding on my e-bike. It really takes the edges off hills. Now, it's not a moped. I actually have to pedal it, so it's a pedal assist thing. So I'm not getting off the hook by doing the exercise. But it's really got me out on the bike more, and everybody I show it to becomes interested, and they start looking around for themselves. I think the e-bike wave is really here to stay, as well as the e-vehicle, electric vehicle. I bought one. It's been great. Haven't been to a gas station in a long time. Throw my bike on it and head out to the trails. And so I've been really getting out and experiencing the Connecticut trails here and really enjoying that. It's been transformative for me, and I'm looking forward to see what more technology comes on the clean environment, maybe around solar at some point. It's really taken a hold here for me in the last couple of years.
Fantastic. You've got my interest piqued, Bill. Just like everybody else, you've brought it up. Now I've got to follow through. I'll circle back with you. You've been listening to Chief Financial Officer Bill Smith of BirchStreet Systems share his background and what brought him to BirchStreet Systems, the encompassing role that he has at the company, the financial capitalization that's recently occurred impacting our leadership and growth and scaling and movement forward past the 20th year, his view of the value proposition of BirchStreet Systems solutions, and his personal information about electric vehicles and the environment. Thank you, Bill, for joining us today at Buy It on Birch Street.
Thanks, Gareth.
And special thanks to you, our valued listeners, along with our sponsor today, BirchStreet Pay. If you're tired of writing checks, worried about rampant check and credit card fraud, and you want someone else to handle all of your supplier payments for you, it's time to acquire BirchStreet Pay, the smarter way to pay. Comprehensive tools to digitize your procurement processes, increasing visibility and enhancing spend control. Visit birchstreetsystems.com, click on the Solutions tab to learn more. That's it for today's show. We'll see you next time right here on Buy It on Birch Street.